Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about scale diagram. So a scale basically compares the actual size of a object to the size of its model. Okay? Actual object, its model. Basically, you have to know how to calculate it. If I give you a scale of 1/2 or of 1 to 25, for example, if I tell you the actual or the diagram size is 1 cm, this length is 1 cm, then if I tell you the scale is 1 to 25, then that means the actual is actually 25 cm. Okay, because the ratio is 1 to 25. So basically, that's what you need to calculate. Okay, so let's finish the definitions here. So the scale can be shown as a ratio, so 2 to 25, or a fraction. It can be like this, 1 to 25, and or a percentage. Okay, let's say like if I want to do a 1 to 2 ratio, that's like actually the model actually shrinks half of the actual size. So we say the percentage is 50%. The model is 50% of the original. Okay, and using words, you can describe using words too, or in a diagram. But we're just going to talk about ratio and fractions here most oftentimes. A scale diagram is a drawing that has the same proportion as the actual. So this skateboard is not really a skateboard because that's a drawing of a skateboard. The skateboard cannot be that small, okay? So this skateboard picture is actually a scale diagram of the actual. Okay, just basically the model. Can be smaller or larger than the actual object. So the skateboard is actually making it, this is smaller than the actual object. Let's say if I draw a bee, for example, if I draw a bee, then no bee will actually be this size because every single bee is actually way smaller than that. Would be like this little, that much size, okay? But actually, so my scale diagram is actually larger than the actual bee, which is about this size here actually. Okay, so but anyway, so I just want to say that the scale diagram can be smaller or larger than the actual. So to find the scale diagram, just divide 1 by the scale factor. Okay, so it's basically 1 over 25. It will be just 25 is the scale factor, 1 by 25. Okay, so let's use actual examples to let you guys learn about scale factors. These calculations is basically all you need to know. Okay, so use the scale here. That's the skateboard. It has a scale of 1 to 14. So basically, every single 1 centimeter represents actual 14 centimeter in the real world. Okay, so 5.5 cm using the scale, 5.5 cm, therefore has 5.5 14 cm. So basically times 14, you'll get the actual one, which is 77 cm, the length of this skateboard. Okay, if you use a proportion, you can actually do, remember we talk about diagram versus real. Okay, so let's talk about it, how to fill the number in. So in a diagram, like by using this scale factor here, so this in the diagram, every 1 centimeter in the diagram or one part in the diagram represents 14 part in actual. So basically in the diagram it says 5.5 cm. So what is this actually representing? Okay, and do cross multiplication, you get the same thing, which is 77 cm. Okay, either way you can do it. Okay, so the scale for the diagram of the Chinook, Chinook. The scale for the diagram of the Chinook salmon is 1 to 9.2. Calculate the actual length of the salmon. So, okay, so you know the ratio is 1 over 9.2, and and this is 5 in the diagram. This is diagram versus real. Okay, it's 5 in the diagram. What's the real? So basically you have to cross multiply and you can get the answer. So basically 1 times question mark equals to 9 times 9.2. 5 times 9.2. So question mark is equal to 46 cm. Okay. So the diagram of an actual Canadian dollar is 23.88 millimeter. Okay, they ask you to calculate the scale factor used to create a diagram of the quarter. Okay, so you know that this is actual, so this is the real part. And this D here, you have to measure by yourself using your ruler right now. So according to the diagram on your workbook. Okay, so I don't have my workbook. So I don't have the same workbook because I'm using a digital version, so I cannot actually measure using my ruler and get the same measurement as your measurement on your workbook. So basically, I'm just gonna do an estimate, which is 15 millimeters for the printing of the picture in your workbook. Okay, so this is the diagram. If I say that the diagram versus real, so basically this diagram, a measurement of this quarter is 15 millimeter, and the actual is given to you, which is 23.88 millimeter. You can actually calculate that equals to 1.6 or 1 over 1.6. Okay, that will be your scale right now. Great, that's done. And this distance problem here. Okay, so on the map you use scale a lot. Okay, so the flying distance from Dawson City to Whitehorse is 540 kilometers. The distance on the map is 3 centimeters. Okay, so you basically get this is the model, this is the real, but you notice that they are in different what's that called, units. Okay, but we just have to calculate. So for example, they ask you what's the scale here. 1 centimeter represent how many kilometers? See the units here, they kept the unit for you, so you don't have to convert the unit. They just ask you 1 centimeter represent how much kilometer. So you just do 450 kilometer over 3 centimeter. That will actually give you 180 kilometers. So basically we are calculating 1 cm representing how much kilometer. Okay, so basically 180 kilometers here. What is the scale factor using your answer from part A? Okay, scale factor, when they ask you about scale factor, you have to make sure that they are in the same unit. Up, down number, they are in the same unit. Now you have to change the unit. Okay, so they actually give you the conversion here. 1 kilometer equals to 100,000 centimeters. So let's just write down 1 centimeter represents 180 kilometers here. That's what we got from the last question. And then we just have to convert this kilometer to centimeter. So 1 centimeter basically gives you 180. And how many zeros do you add? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, centimeter here. So that will be your scale in the same units. Okay, and the whole thing, 1 over that will be your scale factor. Cool, and these are your homework. Any questions, I will just post on Google Classroom. Say like if you have common question, I'll make a homework explanation video on that. Okay, cool.